in Don DeLillo's White Noise. A near-fatal plane crash is narrowly avoided, and the passengers, once they land, are kind of in this funny in-between state, and actually almost annoyed that there's no media coverage. Don't they know what we've been through, they say. And there's this stark realization that takes place where, for them, in a lot of ways, the discovery is that if they had died, then it would be a story, then it would be news, then it would be on the local news TV stations. And in a lot of ways, that would have given them meaning, that would have given them identity and purpose. Instead, nothing has happened. And the same kind of thing happens later in White Noise, at the end of the second part of the book, which is based around sort of this airborne toxic event where a town is evacuated, and the people in the town realize that, well, actually, no one's reporting on this. This hasn't been enough of a disaster, enough of a problem to warrant media attention. And they're similarly horrified. Don't they know what's happened to us, they say. And this is, I guess for me, it's kind of an entry point into this new course on catastrophic history, where we'll examine the history of natural and technological disasters. But I want to twist the focal point a little bit, where it's easy to sort of talk about a larger progressive history, punctuated by moments of catastrophe, moments of disaster, whether it's an earthquake or a volcano or an explosion or a disease epidemic or something. I'm more interested actually in sort of asking the question, sort of following from Walter Benjamin and others, who've made the case or argued that rather than sort of thinking about catastrophe as punctuating the normal run, the normal events that make up the course of human history, maybe it's the normal events that punctuate a world of catastrophe, of violence, of disaster. And so the course in a lot of ways is geared towards asking questions about the relationship between catastrophe, between disaster, and risk, and how we understand the stories around us. So the course is going to play with a lot of these themes and ask, well, what is a natural disaster? Is there such a thing as a natural disaster? And is there, or are they all sort of human creations of one kind or another? And I'll unpack that idea in some subsequent videos. But in the meantime, I would invite you to consider taking History 3 CH3 in January 2017 at